In only 2 seasons, we've seen Justin Herbert do things rarely or never seen before in the NFL. He's one of only 9 quarterbacks now with a 5,000-yard passing season and made the Chargers a top 5 offense for the first time since 2010. He's also the only quarterback to ever throw at least 30 touchdowns in each of his first 2 seasons and set a record for completions over that same span.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive started off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go.
Holding offense.
Rashawn Slater, 1st-round pick in 2021, guilty there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert, he dumped, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Jacoby Myers, 36 yards.
And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert buying time to his left. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So out come the Raiders.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know who is excited. Their quarterback. He won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of the offense as well.
Play action. Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7-7, our score after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Touchdown, Raiders! Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Raiders have moved out in front. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, The body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a round, too.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
They'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Herbert throwing again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. There's Garoppolo to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete into the hands of Myers.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Adams. Down inside the 10.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Garoppolo again.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Eluding the pressure right, and he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
A big play if you It's 3rd and goal.
Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Herbert on 3rd down now.
Give him another one right back to Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago. We threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Loss on the play brings up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you throw the ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Herbert. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Herbert back to the air. He finds his target, Allen. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack his outside linebacker spot. Gets him down there for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. Because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, his throw caught at about the 5. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To the air again, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 11, 2:07 remaining. Garoppolo now. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's caught by Myers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Open man, that's Renfro. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hunter Renfro, 42 yards. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
He's got a man, complete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler. Down inside the 10.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Herbert now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter window.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before the season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. At time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw, Garoppolo.
He gets this to Myers.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Garoppolo to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not ring it in.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete.
Go ahead.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open with it.